Hi there, Sandra here from createinspain. A little forward today. I was experiencing technical difficulties yesterday when I was making this video, so I do apologise if it's a little disjointed. I'm doing another one in a series of easy projects to do with a scan and cut. If you have a different cutting machine, it doesn't preclude you from doing this in the slightest. I use a scan and cut, so that's my particular perspective. I have used other machines. I've used a Silhouette Cameo and I've used two different silver bullets, which are nowhere near as automated as the scan and cut. So if you do have any questions, feel free to ask them down below. This is going to be an easel card, and as you can see, I have two lines marked on there. Right, the reason for these two lines is they are fold lines, and the reason I have drawn them on there with a pen, and I used a very pale grey pen for this, is simply because this card is quite heavy. It's over 300 GSM, and any kind of scoring tool that I can put into my scan and cut doesn't exert enough pressure to give it a good score line, and that makes it difficult to fold. So instead, I'm going to do it the old-fashioned way with a ruler, which I'll do it this way because I can see my line properly. And I'm going to use a nail dotting tool, pressing down quite hard. Now I can press down quite hard because I have a silicone mat underneath this. So it will give me a decent crease. And just do this one here. There we go. If you're trying to do a score line and using a solid surface, it won't score as well. So I now have my score lines, and they will fold quite nicely because I've used a pale grey. Do I really feel the need to cover that up? Probably not. But if I really wanted to, I could fold it the other way round, and then I wouldn't see the lines at all, my fold lines. So the idea of this card is it's going to go like that, and you're going to have a sentiment down here, and your main decorative item is going to be up here. Now there are different ways of doing this type of card. If you want a more advanced way of doing it, what you can do is, if I have a sample one here we go. You can actually do your design like that. So there's a cutout and it stands up like that. So you do your print and cut all in the one sheet. It's relatively simple to do, but as a beginner, probably not the easiest method to do it at all. So this is the sort of thing that we are actually looking at doing. And the reason that I think this is a lot easier is because when you want to do little background pieces, if you're doing that, you've got to do a lot more effort. You've got to make a lot more effort to do the shaping for your background pieces, okay, to make them fit. This way, you really don't have any issues at all from that point of view. So the front of my card is going to have two decorating pieces on it. You would not believe the amount of time this has taken me to cut 3 pieces of card. For some reason, my scan and cut decided it did not want to accept my mat. It accepted it for doing the print and cut, and then it decided, no, I'm not, just wouldn't feed it in at all. The rollers weren't going right, nothing. And it's taken an hour to get it to accept it, and I still don't know what the problem is because my mat is relatively new, it's not damaged, it's fine, and it's the correct mat for the machine. I have no idea. It's just having a funny 5 minutes, and I wish it wouldn't. I'm going to be glad to see the back of this card now. Not because I hate the card, I don't, I like it, but because my machine still isn't taking my mat properly. And I have no idea why, because it should do. So, I have some cute little little flower sequins, and I'm going to put some of those on the front here, just because I think they are so cute. So that's the front of my card finished, and I've put a sentiment in there, and so that's what it looks like when it's all done. It's very, very easy to make if your machine's accepting your Mac properly, but it does look very pretty, and I like that design. I think that's fun. Okay, I hope you've enjoyed this little video. I will leave the file down below in SVG format. If you're going to do a print and cut, the FCM files do not hold images, so I'll give it to you in SVG. If you import the SVG into Canvas, you will see both the image and the cut lines, and that way you'll be able to make it yourself. Okay, that's it. Thanks for watching. Take care now.